Hi, welcome back to the channel. Running uphill isn't easy. In fact, most of us runners tend to avoid hills as much as possible. But if you embrace them, put the work in, and follow some simple tips, you'll find that it can be a great benefit. So in today's video, I'm just going to be covering some basic tips on what might be able to help you whilst running uphill. So let's go. The reason not many people like running on hills is the horrible, uncomfortable feeling that you get when you push yourself and exert your body, your lungs and your legs in trying to get up a particular incline. But focusing on this, you'll be able to not only build your strength and confidence on hills, but it helps hugely towards your speed on the flats. Try not to see hills as a negative, as something you want to avoid. In actual fact, anything you do on hills, whether it's walking, hiking, jogging or running, is going to always be a benefit to you and your body. If that's how your outlook is, you will embrace the hills each time you take them on. Hill running is a great form of strength and conditioning for your body and acts as an endurance session for your calves and your muscles. The amount that you exert yourself as well works really well for your cardiovascular system. So all in all, it is a complete body workout. Use your breathing as a gauge of your exertion levels as you go up the hill. If you find yourself breathing too heavily, or your heart rate starts to spike, that's an indicator you should back off, slow down or walk for a bit. And after some practice, you'll know what exertion rate to apply to maintain a constant rate up a particular hill that you're familiar with. So experiment on a benchmark hill and adjust your running parameters accordingly until you can make it all the way up in one go. Try not to attack the hills, especially if you're in a race or you're going up a hill you're not familiar with. Attacking a hill will waste your energy early on and result in you flatlining with a high heart rate. A better thing to do is take it conservatively slow to start with the goal of maintaining a sustained speed or pace all the way up. And remember, try and hold off the thought of walking to the top or walking to the crest of the hill. Always push that little bit extra. You can do it. The next step is about your posture. You want to be thinking about standing up tall, running tall whilst you're going up the hill. That means keep your shoulders back and lean slightly into the hill, but make sure you do this from the ankles and not the hips. Try and shorten your steps, shorten your stride, and try and keep a quick foot contact as you go up the incline. This will help keep you tall on your toes or on the ball of your foot and move at a more evenly paced effort. Don't underestimate how useful your arms are whilst running, especially uphill. Drive your arms forward like pistons as you go up, straight forwards and backwards. Try to avoid side to side across your body. Driving your arms will help get over the obstacles whilst on the trails and off-road running. One of the good things about running on hills is you don't need to run to a pace. Instead, run to your only exertion levels. How do you feel inside? How tired are you? Think about these things whilst you're running and adjust your pace accordingly. If that means having to walk for a period, power hike, using poles, or using your hands on your knees, it all helps. And once you feel recovered enough, you can break into a jog again. Remember, walking, hiking, power hiking, or using poles to get up a hill is perfectly fine. Certainly not frowned upon in the trail running community. So if you find that you need to do that, or you've got a particularly large hill or mountain to get up, that is definitely the preferred method. If you're power hiking up, I tend to use my hands on my thighs to press down as I take each stride. This really helps in using your leg drive to propel you up the hill. Finally fell over on camera.